So to install this plugin, you're going to go to log into your WordPress site, go to plugins, and then add new plugins. Type in the search bar, just type SEO space Yoast, Y-O-A-S-T, and do a search. Okay, the one we want is called WordPress SEO by Yoast. You can see it averages out to be 5 stars overall. To install it, all you have to do is click install and activate. Okay, so it's asking if you want to allow tracking or not allow tracking so that they can improve SEO by Yoast. It's entirely up to you. Alright, you'll see that it has installed a SEO tab over here on the left with a whole bunch of different pages within it. So we're going to go through each of these. I'm going to show you the kind of settings that I use on my sites. I don't use all of the stuff that's built into Yoast, but you may. Just depends on your SEO strategy. Now, I guess I should caveat this with, if you're going to set up your SEO, this is actually the second step. The first step that you need to do is go to Google and type in Google Keyword Tool. Get this to come up. And then you need to play with this keyword tool to pick out your keywords. So for me, I'm doing things like WordPress tutorials. So I can type in WordPress tutorials and hit search, and it'll give me an idea of the overall global monthly searches that are happening for WordPress tutorials, which is what I typed in. And it'll also make some other keyword suggestions. And you can see that if I just take the S off, WordPress tutorial is actually searched more than 3 times as much as tutorials. And you can go through here and pick your keywords. Kind of a lesson for another day, but long story short, you need to know kind of what your keywords are when you come in here, so that you don't just set random willy-nilly keywords which aren't really going to do you any good, because if you get ranked up on a search, it doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. Okay, so on this first tab, the dashboard tab, you can put in your Google Webmaster Tools, Bing Webmaster Tools keys if you need to verify your site. I don't usually verify my sites that way. I usually verify it with meta tags or HTML tags or with my analytics, so I don't really use these, but you can use them if you like. Let's see, titles and metas. This is where it gets fun. Okay, so first of all, it has meta keywords turned off by default. Meta keywords at the time of this video aren't really recognized by Google. I think they are still recognized by Bing and Yahoo, so you may still want to use those. If you want to turn those on, you just need to add this check mark. Let's see. I don't usually take any of these options. I don't usually do anything with those options. Sometimes I do have to force rewrite titles. So I'm just going to click save for the use meta keywords. I'm just going to use them just because, although Yoast is probably right, probably don't need them. Okay, the next tab is your home tab. Depending on what version you have, some versions let you set in your home settings right here. Some of them just give you a link that say click this link to set your home page settings on the home page. I think it probably depends on whether or not you're using latest post as your home page. So if you're using a static page for your home page, I think that this will give you a link to your home page where you'll set it on the page itself. Whereas if you're using latest posts like I am on this blog, it's going to have you set them right here. Now you see that it gives you some database calls here. So basically it's going to plug in the site name, which is something that you set down in your settings general. It's the name of your site, followed by the page on your site, followed by, I don't know what SCP is, followed by site description. Let's see, if you need to know what those are, let's see. Oh, help. Help shows you what all these are. So the SCP field. So the SCP field is a separator. Okay, so the way this would read if I left this is here, so it would say site name, WordPressGuides.co is what I have it set as, and then the page that is currently displayed, followed by basically a hyphen, followed by my site description. So you can keep that if you like, or you can change it out. There's all sorts of things that you can do. Here's what I'm going to set mine to. I'm going to delete that stuff out. I'm going to keep that, add my own hyphen in there. And I'm going to type in or paste in your WordPress how-to, which is one of my keywords. For meta descriptions, you can type in top source for, no, maybe I should say, I'm going to say WordPress blogs made easy with my. Well, I'm just going to leave it like this for now. So this is going to say your WordPress how-to dash WordPressGuides.co, top source, the top source for WordPress tutorials, WordPress plugin guides, and WordPress how-to videos online, which is a little superfluous. I'm going to take some of the keywords that I got. I'm just going to paste them in here. I'm going to separate them with commas. Okay, so I got a bunch of meta keywords in there. We're all well and good now. Okay, if you have a Google Plus page for your business, you can go ahead and put the URL in here. I'll grab mine, paste that in just like that. Save settings. Next bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to show you the quick way to do this. You do want a unique page title and page template on every page, ideally. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type title. So this is going to show the title of the post. WordPressGuides.co. So like if my post was how to set up SEO by Yoast, this would say how to set up SEO by Yoast dash WordPressGuides.co. Because every page and post is going to be different, this is going to make sure that all of your titles are different. And again, this is just for your posts. We're going to do this again for pages. Now I pasted in the meta description here. I'm also going to take the title and I'm going to put this in here. Let's see, I should say the top source for WordPress tutorials. Okay, so I put the title down in the bottom. I'm going to go back to my home here and just copy my keywords because I don't really care about them that much. Now if you didn't want this to be indexed for whatever reason, then you're going to hit no index. Of course you want your pages and posts indexed, but we're going to no index some of the other things in here. You can show date in your snippet preview. I don't really want to show date. And you can hide the meta box if you want, which is going to show in your page and post template. I'll show you that in a little bit. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to leave that stuff as is. I'm going to copy this because the title works down here in the pages section as well, and I'm going to copy this as well. Okay, I'm going to copy this. So we've just done all of our pages and posts, and they're all going to have unique titles and descriptions. Now the media, if you want to do these, the title works on this as well. So this is going to be for things like your pictures that you upload. Pictures do make good SEO fodder, so I'm going to leave those indexed. That's fine. I'm going to click Save Settings. Okay, so we've done everything on home, everything on post types. Now we're going to go to taxonomies. I'm going to copy again. Let's see, from my posts. Now in here you have a new field called term title. So if this was an archive for guides and the category is called guides, this would say guides archives, page whatever dash WordPressGuides.co. So I don't care about this archives word because I think that doesn't sound that great anyway, but I am going to leave the term title in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this stuff out. I'm going to paste this. I'm going to take out this title. So now if this was the category WordPress Guides, this would say WordPress Guides WordPressGuides.co. I'm going to go back here and copy my meta description and do the same thing, except I'm going to take out my term title. And now I'm going to, because this is going to be a category, I'm going to say the top source for insert category So now it would say the top source for WordPress guides, WordPress tutorials, WordPress plugin guides, and WordPress how-to video guide videos online. Now if this was widgets, it would say the top source for widgets, WordPress tutorials, and blah blah blah. Okay, so meta keywords I'm going to copy. And I guess I should point out too that what we're doing right now is we're setting global defaults. So we're setting basically the templates for the on-site SEO that's going to apply to every page, post, category, tag, everything within your WordPress site. But you can go in and override this for specific pages and posts and categories if you want to be more specific. I'm going to show you how to do that at the end. Okay, next section, I'm going to do it just like this. In fact, it's using term title too, so I'm just going to directly paste it. You might not even use tags. If not, you can just click no index. That's fine. Format, I am going to leave that as no index, so I'm not even going to bother with that one. Okay, other author archives are neat. If you're using author archives, you can have it post the name. Then this says author at site name, so this would say author at author at WordPressGuides.co page. I'm going to take out the page. I'm going to leave it like that because I think that sounds pretty good. And I'm going to copy that and paste it right in here. I'm going to say learn from me all about meta keywords. Paste that. Date archives, I'm going to leave that no index. Special pages, you can SEO those if you want to SEO your 404. I don't know why you'd ever want that to really come up, but and that's it for this section. Now this was the hard section, so good job. Okay, next section is social. You can put in some Facebook Open Graph stuff in here, so you can verify this on Facebook. You can add your Twitter meta name. That's optional. Go in here. First of all, this is going to be where you get your XML sitemap that you can submit to Google Webmaster Tools at the end. It's asking you if you automatically want to ping or if you want to automatically send this stuff out to Yahoo and Ask as well. Sure, why not, right? It's asking you what kind of post types do you want to exclude from your XML sitemap. Do you want to exclude pages, posts, or media? No, I'm going to include it all. Actually, I'm going to take out media just from my sitemap anyway. They'll still be indexed because we didn't hit no index. You can exclude your categories, tags, and format. I'm going to exclude my format. You can set max entries per sitemap page. I'm going to click save. Okay, in the permalink section, one thing that I do think is really nice is right here, the strip the category base. So if you have a category, a lot of times with WordPress's permalink structure, it'll say site name / category / name of category. So if my category was WordPress guides, it would say WordPressGuides.co / category / WordPress guides. And you don't really need the category because it's not descriptive. The URL of your pages do play a very small part in your SEO at this point. So stripping out that category is kind of nice. Plus it makes a little bit more sense visually, I think. Okay, so I don't usually check this button. Redirect attachments URL to parent post URL. I do like that one. So that means if you link an image and you didn't create a link to that, to anything special, when that image gets indexed and somebody clicks on it having searched for an image or whatnot, they're going to be redirected to the page that image is on instead of just to that image. So I do like this. I usually leave these empty. Click Save Settings. Internal links. This is for breadcrumbs. I pretty much never use it. I put in breadcrumbs the old-fashioned way, but or a lot of themes come with breadcrumbs. But if you need them, they're in there. This is kind of cool for the RSS feed that you put out. A lot of people that put out a lot of good blog content get a little upset when other people copy their work through RSS. But what you can do in here is post a link, giving you credit, so when someone else steals your blog post and whatnot and reposts it on their site, you can have there be a link in there saying that this post name, or this post and then a link to the post, first appeared at WordPressGuides.co. So this is cool because you know, when they're trying to populate their site, trying to use your content for SEO, you basically end up using the ripped off content to improve your own SEO because they're putting links to your site with this. Hope that makes sense to you. Makes a lot of sense to me, and I love this feature. They do have a couple different links, including an author link, which is pretty cool. Import export is really nice if you're applying this SEO by Yoast to a lot of sites. You can import settings from this, having exported them from another site that you've done. You can also import settings from Headspace 2 all-in-one, and Woo themes. I guess you can do, what is this, old all-in-one? Yeah, all-in-one and Headspace 2 are very popular plugins. A lot of people use them. You may be switching them from them yourself. I think the way that they work is when you import, it'll import your individual page and post settings, but not your site-wide settings. But that's still kind of handy. Let's see, and that's it. You're all set up. Okay, so the last thing that you need to do, once you've done all this, second to last thing that you do, you want to go through your pages and posts, and let me show you how this works. Pages and posts is the same thing. Basically, you come in here, you go into one of your individual pages or posts, and you see it's added this little SEO check to it, and it gives you a little gray circle. And I guess back here in your post view, you can see that it's put a new column in here called SEO, and it's giving you like light indicators, red being bad, green being good, yellow being okay, gray being no comment, I guess is the way to look at it. So the way this works is you go into one of your individual posts and you scroll down. It's going to give you a snippet preview. This is super cool. So the snippet preview is giving you an idea of how this should look when Google indexes it if this comes up in a search. So this particular one, which is called How to Disable Comments, will come up, How to Disable Comments, WordPressGuides.co. It shows you the URL of it. And then it says the top source for WordPress tutorials and blah blah blah. So that's my that's my page description. Okay, so what you want to do here to optimize each individual page is you want to pick your focus keyword. So you think, what's the one thing that this page is about? Well, I would say this page is about disable comments. Okay, so you can type this in here as your focus keyword and then hit update, and then it gives you a little bit of an analysis as to how you're doing with your page SEO about disable comments. So it says, it does a little check. Is it in the article heading? Yes it is, because it's right there. Is it in the page title? Yes it is, because my page title is how-to-disable-comments. Is it in, I'm sorry, that's my page URL. Is it in the content? Yes it is in the content, right there, disable comments. Is it in the meta description? Well, it looks like it is in there because it just started to paste the title, but it looks like it didn't paste the whole title maybe. And so it didn't quite register. You know, this isn't 100% accurate, especially on the front page of your blog, but it is pretty accurate. The overall idea here, though, is it gives you a rough gauge as to are you doing things right or not. Now, what you can do for each individual page is you can overwrite this stuff. So it says, okay, SEO title. I'm just going to copy and paste this, or rather. Maybe I wanted to say for SEO title, how to disable comments on WordPress. Cool. So it all fit. And one thing that's nice here too is it tells you how many characters you have left. And if you go over, to the next line, it'll show you a ... when you've run out of visual space. Something to know is that there's the amount of characters that show for your title and your description, and then there's the amount that Google will read. So, for instance, on your page description, you can let's see, you can have 156 characters that are read by Google, but I think that they only show 70 of them. I don't know, it's something like that. It's much less than 156, whatever it is. So you can see what the visual is, but then you can also make sure that you get the 156. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy what I have here currently in my meta description. Right? And it says I have 32 characters left. So I can, let's see, so what's this about? This is about disable comments. So I'm going to type in WordPress comments disable, just to get an extra key phrase out there. So you can see that while I guess that is showing here on the preview, it's not going to show actually on Google. So you can see that I'm using almost the full 156 characters now, and so you can, going through here on each individual page and post is highly recommended, because you're going to squeeze every little last drop out of your space for your titles and your meta descriptions. I can put some keywords in here, but I'm just going to leave it empty. And it says that if you type something, it's going to override your meta keywords template. So if I leave it empty, the site-wide meta keywords that I applied are automatically going to be filled in here. Okay, so I wrote my title, I wrote my description, I have green check marks all across the board. Okay, and you can see when I hit update, it's going to update, and we should be good now. And so what you want to do is you want to go through each of these individual page posts, and I think you can do your categories too. Yep, you can do your categories. So click on categories and then just click on one of the categories, and you can see you can come in here and override the site-wide settings that you set and set it very specific to that category, just to make sure that it's going to be ideal. Okay, so like I said, you want to do that on every page, post, and category. You want to make sure to set your, when you're putting media into your pages, make sure to use all your title and description tags and everything on those. Okay, so assuming that you've gone through all these, the final thing that you do once everything's prepped, once you have your page titles, descriptions, and everything everywhere, you're going to go back here to your SEO and then XML Sitemaps. We're going to get your, you're going to click the link here for XML Sitemap, and it takes you to this page that says, okay, this is your XML Sitemap, which is great. What do you do with it now? Well, what you do with it now is you copy, let's see, we're going to copy the entire thing, and then you are going to send it to Google. So you're going to go to Google and type in Google Webmaster Tools. Okay, then you're going to log into Google Webmaster Tools. You're going to click Add a Site. You're going to type in WordPress guides.co. You need to have the HTTP :/ in there. Click continue. Okay, now it takes you into your site, WordPressGuides.co for me, and it says, okay, you haven't submitted any sitemaps. So what you want to do next is you want to submit your sitemap. So you click on Submit Sitemap, click on Add Test Sitemap, and it asks you, okay, what's the address of your sitemap? So again, this was the address of our sitemap, WordPressGuides.co/, and it has to be hosted on your domain, so it's good that Yoast does this for you. So it's already got that put in there, and you just need to paste in the last part of it and say submit, just like that. Okay, so it's submitted. They're usually going to take a day or two to index it, but you can see that it's pending now, which is what you want to do. And that's pretty much how you install SEO by Yoast. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and click like, and then click the link below to sign up for our newsletter, where we'll send you guides, reviews, and how-tos directly to you, as well as our free guide on how to make money with your WordPress site.